Hi, I'm going to go live with Zahara Celestial, so just waiting for Zahara to come on. Just bear with us. Hope you're having a lovely day. Hope the sun is shining in your heart. I should put my glasses back on so I can read the comments. Hi Danny. Hi Robin. So Zahara and I are doing a thing on Sunday. So we're going to talk about that. It's been ages since we've done a thing together on Facebook Live, and it's been a while since we've done an event together, and we're both very excited about this one. And we will see what shall be revealed in this call. Some of it we shan't know about until the actual day, and some of it we have just been guided to not share about just yet, but we're going to give you a little bit of a taster. It's always a bit weird talking to myself. Facebook Lives are always a little bit strange. So I'm looking forward to Zahara joining me, and I'm sure she'll be along as soon as. She's just been for a lovely walk with Jem. Hi Gaia Mam. Hopefully the Facebook Live thing will work, otherwise we will go on to Zoom. And I'm doing a little thing next week as well. Zahara is going to be on with Janine Moulin tomorrow. I probably just butchered your name, Janine, I do apologise. So Janine and Zahara are talking tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And next Tuesday I'm going to be doing an inner marriage ceremony. So the event is on my page if that is calling you. So it's for the equinox, it's on the 22nd. And this event with Zahara is linked to us both being on Albion land. So we're both on British soil. So it's linked to that. It's linked to Merlin. Very excited about it. It's linked to the fairies. It's linked to the Pleiades. And it's linked to 7 crystals. I'm excited, I hope you are. What else can I share with you? If you have any questions in the meantime, put them in, because I'm running out of things to say. Never very good at just talking. I'm very happy in my new house. Very happy. And I spent the day today with unexpected guests, which has been amazing. So if any of you have booked on to the event on Sunday the 20th with Zahara and myself, I'm organising a Zoom room. So Zahara would have got the Zoom room to you probably a little bit quicker than I have. But my laptop charger was broken, so I couldn't use my laptop. So my plan today was to get all the Zoom links out to the people who have already booked on. But as I say, I've had unexpected guests, which has been really lovely. So I haven't done that yet. I will hopefully do it after this call. The time on Sunday is going to be 7:30. And I'm just going to message Zahara and see if she's nearly here. Just bear with us. The one on Sunday is the one with me and Zahara. Mine is on the equinox, and it's 2 o'clock on the equinox as well. So yeah, Sunday the 20th, this Sunday at 7:30 with Zahara. And maybe I will read to you what we have so far. I know in the meantime, I'm going to pick a card for everybody. I'm not going to do individual ones, individual readings. This is for anybody watching. These are these are the beautiful dragon cards from Gayatri Singh. And when I looked at these the first time, I wonder which card it was. I think it was number 40. I showed you the wrong side of the card. But anyway, I'm not very professional at these things. So, let's see what our message is. I love these cards. These cards may have slept in my bed. Well, they probably weren't sleeping, but I was. These cards were in my bed as I've slept since I've got them. You would imagine that I would have more dreams of dragons, but I haven't as yet. Hi James, how are you doing? Yay! I'm still just waiting for Zahara. I'm sure she will be along forthwith. Alright, that one is getting my attention. Oh, Guardian. I have a feeling this card might have come out before. So this is the Guardian card. I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't get dazzled in the light. So when you work with these cards, there's light language on them, and they are all activated. So when you look into the eyes of the dragons, you receive an activation. So I'll give that a moment. And while I hold that in place, I love this one. This is very bird-like to me. I will multitask and message Zahara. And tell her that I'm running out of things to say. So just bear with me. Or maybe I could do some light language, because then I don't have to, it's English I have problems with. Alright. So while we're waiting, let us just bring our awareness to our heart space. I love dragons as well. Let us all breathe in love. And let's connect all of our energies together. Breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe love into every cell of your body. Your beautiful bodies. And connecting all of our hearts together here on this call. And let us connect our hearts with the heart of Gaia, if you haven't done that yet today. Feeling your energy weaving down through all of the layers of the earth. all the way down, deeper and deeper, to the rose quartz crystal, or the diamond crystalline heart of Gaia. And connecting all of our hearts. So just visualizing a beautiful web of golden light around the planet. As we all connect as one. Aha. Yay!
Sorry. IT whatever issue.
I always find it so weird just chatting to me
I know.
on Facebook Lives. Like, it's so bizarre. I don't have a problem like when there's someone there, and I know there's people watching. I can like see they're there, but it just always feels so weird unless I've actually got a task to do.
I know.
Because you always do it so well. You always look really natural. I'm just like, oh, hi everyone. Don't know what to say. Shall we pick a card? So yeah, we've been picking cards, and everyone is now in their heart space.
Oh, lovely. Thank you for doing all that, holding space.
It's all good. It's all good. So I've hinted at what we're doing on Sunday. I've said the time. I've mentioned about us both being on Albion, the land that we're on, and the special nature of that. So to me, Albion is like Avalon energy, but more. It's like Avalon energy seems very focused in Glastonbury, and this just feels like it's the whole of the British Isles. And I mentioned Merlin, I've mentioned fairies, and I've mentioned Pleiades and crystals, and that's about as much as I have shared so far. And also said that we're going to leave some of it until the day, and in fact, some of it is being left until the core. Like, there's a lot about this that we don't know as well. But I am like, when I read, because you did the event, and even though I'd already read about it, like we'd already talked about it, but reading it, I just got so excited. And then, like, go on.
Did you read it out loud?
No, I didn't. But when I was going to do that. Like that was on my list of my list of things to do, depending how long you took. But I could do. Shall I?
Yes, please.
All right. All right. I don't know if any of you British people remember Jackanory, but are you sitting comfortably? Then I shall begin.
And the window.
Okay. So, as we know, it is of no coincidence where we find ourselves located on Earth right now. Our souls placed us here to anchor specific energies. More and more of us have been awakening to our own individual soul paths. And as we awoke, we've been gathering and finding our soul families, which include human, non-human beings and energies divinely connected to Gaia. We have travelled far and long. And so for this journey, Denise and Zahara have been guided to offer this specific activation for this time, which will be linked to where each of us are. Denise and Zahara have been asked not to reveal too much detail of this journey, for much which will be revealed has been stored in Gaia for safekeeping. It was made clear that even to Denise and Zahara, the revealing would occur at the time. It is very much akin to a vision quest or initiation, which is a direct reflection on where we find ourselves as collective. On Vision Quest journey, each attendee will receive a gift. along with activations and codes. We will be turning on the starlight crystals planted, oh, it makes me quite teary, I'm just going to read this again. We will be turning on the starlight crystals planted in specific chakras that correspond to the Pleiadian 7 stars. Hang on a sec.
God, some energy coming in. Whoa, so much energy coming in, Pete.
All right, I'm going to read that again because it feels really key. We will be turning on the starlight crystals planted in specific chakras that correspond to the Pleiadian 7 stars, working with 3 specific centers, raising their resonance to assist in an activation of a crystalline crown or Merkaba. This will switch on the light body to the new Earth grid through the specific points in the light body grid. This light body grid is attuned to the Emerald Isle resonance of Albion. Along with the Pleiadians, we will also be working with Merlin, may also be known as Melchizedek, the dragons, shining ones, and ascended galactic family of light with Source and Gaia. Everyone who joins on the live and or recording will be bringing with them their family of light and guides to assist in this work. And this work is part of the preparation for the 21st of December event with Uluru.
Thank you.
And we're asking for an energetic exchange of £22 for this, and my PayPal link is there. First of all, if you put anything in PayPal, if you can say that it's for this, that would be really helpful because I've got more than one thing going on at the moment, but for different amounts. So it should be clear, but you know, it's helpful for me if you do that. And if you're not in a position to pay the £22 at the moment and this really calls to your heart, please get in touch with either Zahara or myself, because we would not want that to be a deterrent. I was looking for that word the other day and I couldn't find it. We would not want that to be a deterrent, you know, that's stopping you coming on. So, over to you.
Thank you, because you've been holding fort for a while. My no esiki ia no tur qui esikatar kuskuna manakat airo kutubaru kui esikiena. At kuskuru puesi manakata uturu uesi anark et ia marakotushku marok et ie. Naroku esiki ia manakata taru kutushku marokut uesiki ia nanakat aru kukuma ea. Anakata tia sa kukukoya e etiki ia anarakata kukoya e kata ia. No to suku kuya ia. So there's many bridges. We are many bridges, and there's a bridge very much with to kuia si kia nana koturu kuia si ia mana ia sa kuia si ia ma ia atushku turu kia Albion, Glastonbury, Australia, Uluru, major centres of the heart. Ushkurakia turukutmoye sikia narakut ushkumunukie sikia nanakie sikia. Nonoku ie sikia. And Hawaii, kutushkumunuku ie sikia nakataya mayea. Amaya, Maya, Maya, yes, Maya, 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 Kutuya, Maya, Narakia, Maya, Maha, Tuyesikia, Maha, no, yes, Ea, Maha, Ea, Maha, Amma, yes, Maha. Amma, yes, ye. Amma, yes, amma, amma. Amma, yes, ye, amma. Amma, yes, ye. Amma, yeah, amma, amma, yeah, yeah. No, yes, yeah. Seeing beautiful peoples in circles on cliffs, on between land and sea, and calling to Mama Gaia, Tushkia, and their voices across the oceans, across the horizons, linking up. Dotorikia, Maya, 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 Udurukuye, me, Dorukutuye, Kiema. Noisikia. So many, many, many interlinked circles of light. And this is about abundance. So giving, 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 giving. So flowing, flowing, flowing. Oh, heart opening. And we need not, though we might, it's part of the releasing. There's a lot of fear and anxiety being around. And we're feeling like we're blowing in the wind, and we're just allow ourselves like ships to be guided. Really unfold our sails and really go across the ocean. Just let go, let go, let go. Is it?
Thank you. Ihan eren ekon e paranaki parana. Ea uno kokoist. Ihan ehen me butui tara. Ohian erani en maia kulle arunukum ntititera. Hol ihan e tarat unuko kokoi. Jal era no konoko hiapara. Ea manaya kulan ieruno ukututura. Ake hansta kekarlo konamaka. Paralepakileana ki tititirulapaka. Or the packet, la packet, la packet, la packet, la packet, la packet, la packet. Ukena hana ki in itum. Ist arane ia monokotai I alana kora nopon orane mayaya na kopo naba retis tora hial ero untora unnemara kiki anada tullaba est aran ai okon ekiana arane ki boronotoi el ian ero uitoto namaka a ul estara ndero numaya ul ahan iaka tonna a kitawara tutore tatara te para tututututun akiala erane kitawara patatatatatata erane kiapa anst ora uist arain I aka I atunoko o eana est oran I parano tokona hia ila hia no kuia tata kolesta kolesta ian era uit underbarat kolesta na ketunda kaparata ka ai toto o koko arnaki porani kekia toto onna patata. So breathing all that beautiful energy deep into your heart, deep into your cells, into your DNA. I'm feeling the presence very much of Merlin. He's not really saying a lot.
Suppose he doesn't have to.
Just smiling. I just feel, I know I'm going to be working a lot with Merlin from this point. Has been quite clear to me. And I have for a long time on a personal level, but I think this is going to be brought forward a lot more in my
Wow.
work with others as well.
Yes, I'm going to Anglesey in a couple of weeks. So that's just popped in. That's all weaving in to all of this with Merlin.
The energy is very strong on Anglesey. That like the lines are really strong. It's only a small island, but yeah, and it feels like you're picking something up from Anglesey as well.
Yeah. I'm a bit. There's various places that I know I've got memory. I've got like emotional memories and a bit like visual memories. That there and another my dyslexia going in, but there I've got like mixture of memories, quite emotive. So I'm like excited, and there's a bit of me that's been like, oh, I don't know what to, but it's all meant because it's this year. Can I show us your fur, baby? Well, there's an ear. There we go. There we go. That's it.
Gem.
Like, I'll have a sniff of it. She always has to get in and on the action. Yes. So, and I think because it was all connected with going to Wistman's Wood, and so sort of I'm doing a lot of grid work with at the moment. So yes. So
Yvette said that Merlin's really fun to work with. He is. He's got a really amazing sense of humour, but also he's quite a hard taskmaster. I remember being told that quite early on when he kind of appeared. You have to be kind of prepared to put the work in. But yeah, he's an amazing being to work with.
Yeah.
One of my favourites.
Oh, Joseph. Oh, he remembers Gemma very well. Yeah, he took a little bit of a shine. She took a little bit of shine to you, didn't she, Joseph? On Glastonbury tour, she got a bit frisky. Which is, well, I mean, Mr. Joe with his get-up. Who wouldn't resist? And Gemma's like, oh my God. Oh dear. Sorry, Denise.
No, that's so good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yes. Yeah. What was that, Dr. Joe or Merlin?
Both.
It's both.
Maybe they're one and the same.
Yes. Oh yeah, Merlin. Yes, he's a very focused. Yeah, there's many sides. There's that like almost trickster, and also very like not sort of stern, but yeah, that's what I get. And I've just felt I've always been drawn to Wales, and I just feel Merlin's energy a lot in Wales. So yeah.
Yeah, and I feel it around here, though it's not really necessarily, known to be associated with him around here. But the dragon energy is really strong around here.
Merlin and the dragons, yeah.
Yeah, and the elemental energy around here is really strong. And I've been working a lot with the water energies as well. I'm close to a beautiful spring that flows, like the stream is just crystal clear. It's really, really beautiful. And the fairies have been coming in a lot more recently. Like they've always been there, and I worked with them a lot in the beginning, and then they were kind of there in the background, but they're much more in the foreground again. And I just feel, working with them more closely again now, how much their energy has shifted too. And I
Yeah.
know mine has. So maybe they're able to show me more of themselves than they were, you know, when I was working with them nearly kind of 20 years ago when I first started working with them. But yeah, it just feels like there's a shift, and it just really feels like the differential is less, and the veil between is so much less.
Yeah. And that really relates to the the shining ones. They're really coming out to really be seen and work with us, and obviously they're very interlinked with the fairy realm. So
How are they different, would you say?
the she are different beings.
Yeah.
The she are star beings, and have probably been seen across many. This is how my experience, seen across many different cultures across Gaia over different eons. So some will feel that they're the Elohim, or some call the Shining Ones, or even angelic. They're called the gods of the fairy. So so for the culture and the beings, the human beings at the time, how they could perceive these shining ones, they were called the shining ones. The other world was the fairy world, and so they were part of that fairy world, but they also were. It wasn't just not limited. It wasn't just through their lens. That's a better way of saying it. It wasn't just through their lens of perception at the time, a bit like how you were saying how you've expanded, so there's a different communication. And so yes, so the for me the fairy realm is a vast a realm of itself, which is kind of married to Gaia. And you can have like tiny little fae beings, and then you can have like giants, and then you have these star beings that kind of merged in with Gaia, and we're very like our cousins, and we live side by side. When Earth, Gaia were one and resonating at a higher dimension, and then there was a split. There was all these splits. It's terrible saying it like this. And so there was she held a resonance within the fairy, and other resonances, higher dimensions with Gaia, and us humans went sort of a different way. And now we're coming together again, because, like you say, the veils aren't there. Within individuals, we're on the ascension, and then collectively and it's very much about a collective resonance, because we're all, not we're all, but many of us are wanting to gather. We've been gathering our soul aspects, avatar family of light, including the galactics. And so we're now gathering in the physical, including the she. The she are now saying, right, you're now collectively resonating consistently in a way that we can now come in and work with you. My message from them is that they want to work with us in groups, collectively, and very physically. That we're birthing. Sorry, I'm on a thing now. We're birthing on with Gaia physically. We're ascending physically. Hence all the experiences we're getting physically. Very, very different. Like we put the inverted 3D in, it's like negative, but we're here physically to just transcend, transmute, alchemize, and create something new for the cosmos, which is spirit in a dimensional resonance. It's incredible. We're used to you would ascend out of the physical. Now it's the physical is ascending. It's like mind blowing. Anyway, the shining ones are like vast. They're kind of in their For me, well, I've been tuning into the she, so if I get on to the she, I won't stop talking about them. So maybe that's that. But yeah, so yeah, and I've worked with the fairy like you for since a child. I mean, they're so connected to children and that innocence and play and trickster energy. And I mean, I stayed with a friend of yours in Avebury, and she said, "Oh, how do I connect with fairy?" And I said, "You are already. Are you not getting things missing in your home?" "Oh, all the time. I'll put something down," she said, "and I'll literally go back in the room and it would have gone." I said, "Yeah, there you go." I was wondering, do I need to do any altars or anything? I'm like, no, you're all right. And her whole garden was an altar to the fairy. She said had all these fairy lights, and it's like, you don't, it was so funny. Because I could feel it in her field, in her energy, and in the space. And and she lives in the middle of Avebury. That was like, oh my god, you have to be a special persons to live in the middle of a massive stone circle.
Yeah,
a bit like intense. Anyway.
Yeah, I think when I went to Byron, I kind of connected more with my mer side as well. So that was like the fairies were in England, and then it was more like the mer realm that I was kind of connecting with while I was there. So as I say, the fairies were kind of there in the background, but yeah, and very much dragons since I've been back. So it's been really beautiful to connect with the fairy realm. And I keep talking about my little altar that I've created, and I keep forgetting to actually post any photos. But it's a little portal. It's a little fairy portal.
Oh,
And
yeah.
one day I was kind of facing that way, so my lounge is over there, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw something move from the direction of the altar to the other corner that was probably about that big. I just kind of saw it out the corner of my eye, and I was like, I believe I've created a little portal there. And it feels like it's not just to the fairy realm. I feel like you go in and there's choices. You can go to inner earth. It feels like a multi.
Wow.
Like, yeah, there's different realms that you can go to, because that didn't feel quite fairy like that being felt more kind of inner earth, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I'm tuning in. I can sense it's very strong, actually.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Not quite troll-like, like not quite.
Yeah, almost like elemental. It's very like strong. Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Maybe it's that. Got the word dragon keeper. It resonates. Somebody works with the dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, and like there's dragons, honoring the dragons on my altar as well, and the crystal world too. So it feels like all
Wow.
of that is linked in.
Wow.
But yeah, definitely the dragons as well. Yes. So, have we more? What are we thinking? Have we more
No,
cards?
I think that's it, isn't it? So some beautiful comments, people sharing, and yeah, Robin, you do beautiful work. I don't. You know what? I wish there was another word for work. It's not work, is it?
No, it's play, but play doesn't quite cut
No,
it.
it's like we haven't got the words.
Plurk.
Huh?
Plurk.
Plurk.
Plurk. P-L-E-R-K. Plurk.
Plurk. Yeah, it's like we need to create new words for new ways of being. Yes, because we've split it off, haven't we? It's like you either have play or you have work, because that's that separation. It's like, no, it's a co-creation. Play work. Yeah. So
yes. So, and I mentioned that you were on with Janine as well tomorrow.
oh gosh, yes, it's yes.
I'm doing a sound bath at 6 tomorrow, so I'll miss that live, but I will catch
Oh.
that. And it's an hour and a half as well, so I will definitely miss it.
Oh, okay. Well, so much going on, isn't there? Yeah, I wasn't sure if Janine was going to be there because of there's so much going on for everybody. But yeah, we I think we're going to be on. So yeah, and then I'm doing. There's a lot happening tomorrow. I've obviously got a lot of energy because then I'm doing the light language activation, whatnot, after. So yeah. But I discovered just because a lovely Suzanne Amara uses this website, Ticket something or other, which I've already forgotten the name of, but it's free, and basically it'll make it much simpler. You just you just click on the link, and it's got when you pay or you donate. If it's free, you don't need you just literally join, and you get the Zoom link. So it's easy peasy basically. So I'm going to be using that from now on.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think I found someone to help me with a website as well.
Oh.
So at some point, I don't know how long it'll take, but I can start to get email lists and things as well. So yeah, it's quite the year.
Yeah, sort of making the technology work for us. You could both just be here and say nothing as we would pick up the codes. You're both Chloe. Oh. Oh, thank you. We've got such a soul family now, haven't we? I just feel I know so many people now. It's just and then that keeps on connecting, and then when new people come in, it's like boom, they just drop into that circle that we've been co-creating.
Yeah.
I got someone that connected to me yesterday, which is, thank you for accepting my friend request, which is like, anyway, that's lovely. I thought, why wouldn't I? And she's in Essex, and she's just delightful. And I'm like, for first, when I started connecting with people, it was very in America, which is cool, but there's America's been very at the forefront of connecting with everything. But we've kind of remained hidden a bit more, and now we're all catching up in Britain. That is.
Yeah, I hear that, and I feel us gelling much more as well, as kind of as a community here. I'm just getting a download in my ear in regard to that. Interesting. Yeah, and hopefully we can have a bit of a gathering at some point when it's a bit easier.
I don't know. Yes, it might be. I suddenly got an image of, because in we've got this nonsense, I call it. I'm afraid that this is what I feel about it, but there you go. I try and keep neutral. That's my opinion, because now it's like, after all the months and months and months, now they're putting in, you can't meet as from the 30th, no more than 6 people at a time. So I then got an image of like a whole thread of 6 people, and then 2 meters, and then 6 people, then 2 meters, because you have to be 2 meters apart. So we actually could all have like the groups of 6, and then whatever, we can tell them what, whatever. Meet on private land somewhere, and whatever. It's just like, whoever wants to join can join. That's kind of I'm sort of feeling in like to spring next year, and
yeah,
and I think, fingers crossed, things would have eased up in Britain by then, but Yeah, I was clearing out my cupboards, and then I found this, because I used to be in mask theatre in my 20s, and then I thought I'd got rid of all the. I used to hand make the masks, and then it was just sitting there. I'm like, oh my god! And so I took a photograph of me wearing it with Gayatri's card, which I thought they looked really similar. Yeah. I'm like, maybe I'll go outside and wear that mask. I'm wearing a mask. Just like, oh dear. Might freak people
my
out.
dragon mask is only halfway.
Yeah, this one is. It just goes down to there.
You could just hang something off
I
it.
know. I mean, London, if you can't be a bit strange in London, I don't know where else you could be. Well, in Glastonbury, you probably could be a bit strange. Strange is a new normal. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Sunday we're going straight into the whatever we're doing without the chit chat. No chit chat until afterwards if people want to share.
Yeah, I'm feeling it'll be like it's 7:30 that it starts here in England, and I'm feeling it'll be about an hour and a half ish, and yeah, some time to share at the end as well. And just to recap, if any of you arrived late, this is connecting to the grids of Albion, which correspond to our bodies, and 7 crystals that correspond to the 7 sisters, one in each chakra. So there's going to be activation of that. And Merlin, the shining ones, the dragons, there's the galactics. There's going to be all sorts of delighted beings with us. So the event is on. Maybe we'll share it again after this call. That might be helpful if we reshare it, and then it'll be top of our pages. And the exchange is £22, but as we said earlier, if you're not in a position to be able to contribute that, then please get in touch, because it feels, and I got quite emotional reading what we'd written, and the first time I read that, I just got like so giggly as well. And when we were first talking about it, it was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like a culmination of so much, and this work that at Uluru, but also the Palladians and the star crystals that are so much, a lot of beauty, and so
and there will be a replay as well. We will record it, and there will be a replay if you're not able to join us live.
Hi, Layla.
All right, I think I'm feeling complete.
Yes, me too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's joined us. And we'll see you soon.
Okay, lots of love. Bye.
Bye.